Well, here we are again, episode 2. We're back with Skyrim. The James is almost a podcast, because it's not quite a podcast, it's more of a playthrough, but it's also got that podcast feel where you just chat about shit and anything in between, I guess, that interests me. At this current moment, I've been sleeping pretty late as of... Oh, there we go, that's where we finished last time. It's been weird for me. I've been sleeping pretty weird lately. I mean, I've tried to get myself on the sleeping pattern of, you know, maybe fall asleep at like 12, wake up at 10 in the morning. On my days off, that is. When it's my work days, I've got to set alarms, obviously. I'm working tomorrow, actually. Recording this on Wednesday the 28th. So usually I'm just like, oh, work, but I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change that mentality of work, because it's very important sometimes where you try and change mentality of work to, alright, cool, I'm gonna be making some food today. You know what I'm saying? I actually heard that on Game Grumps with Dan Avidan from Game Grumps when he was talking about how he changed his sort of schedule from work, and he changed it to playing games with Aaron, which is like, it just makes it seem more fun to him, and it makes the mentality of him going and doing something that perceiving as work and changing it into something like which is more appealing. Cool, level up. I'm gonna try. I'm trying that out myself. Just thinking to myself. Right. I'm working, but you know, I'm you know what I do at McDonald's. I make the burgers usually. That's my main job, and it's not bad. It's just, you know, you just sort of chilling out, making burgers. It could be a bit hectic, especially on the weekend when everyone's off school and that. But sometimes it's alright. I get on with everyone there, so I'm happy with where I am at the moment. So you just sort of sometimes got to change your outlook on things. Maybe change the way you think about certain things, like changing, you know, calling something work to calling something, you know, just changing it into something different, so it seems less of a job to do. Because that's when you're like, ugh. Well, he's found me, so I'm just gonna pull my bow, hit him square in the head. I missed, and I missed. I am amazing. Alright, so we'll take that, and we'll take that. Ooh. I want to be more of an archer with this wood elf. Woo! So yeah, I think it's a good idea to do that. So maybe that's something people watching this video might think, okay, maybe I'll try that. You know, if they haven't watched Game Grumps, which if you haven't, I'd suggest it. If you like silly people, or people acting silly playing games, and it's sort of similar to how I'm trying to approach these videos. Just, I mean, they do focus on gameplay as well, but a lot of it is talking about experiences. And talking about stuff that's happening, like, oh yeah, I talked to so and so and they said this. Oh right, yeah, you know, just casual conversations, fun stuff. There we go. But yeah, like I've said before, I watch a lot of that, so I was watching that, and it was sort of an interesting outlook into, you know, sort of changing opinions on certain stuff. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy, what's the point of working? And if you're making yourself unhappy by just calling, and you could change that by, or maybe just improve it by calling it something different, I think it's worth it at the end of the day. Bleak Falls Barrows. Right, so we're gonna head up here. We've got to fucking clear this shit out. I've mentioned in a video before, I believe it was a Skyrim video as well, that I had a newfound love of chorizo baguette, and Tesco's has been doing barbecue ribs from Rustlers for £1, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just like addicted to them at the moment, which isn't great because I'm eating healthy. And yeah, I tend to overindulge myself. It is my fault. I shouldn't. But you know, I'm getting better. I'm getting better with it. I've actually, because I've been trying to lose a lot of weight, and I've lost quite a bit compared to what I used to be. Hunting bow, that's a lot better. We'll do that. Don't need these foot wraps. You know, I should have sold this stuff. Okay, that weighs a lot more. The only problem is I'm wearing Imperial and I'm not doing that right now. So what I'll do is I'll put the fur boots on, and I guess I won't worry about that. How do we look? Yeah, we look alright. Look a bit too magey considering we're not doing magic much. And if you're wondering, I would make these like videos like an hour long, hour 20 minutes, whatever, like a podcast type length. But with the PlayStation share factory, well, it's not even the share factory, it's just the share feature. I think you can only record up to 1 hour, so I don't want to like just go to an hour and then be like, oh no, I'm out of time, and then it just cuts halfway through, because then that sort of ruins the thing of like I'm trying to do, you know, uncut footage.
What if Arwen doesn't come back? I want my share from that cloth.
Huh?
Oh shit. Have I missed every shot? I am Lego ass. Feel my wrath. Okay, they're dead. And I found when losing weight, for me at least, might be different for you. I'm gonna take this fur armor. It might be different for you. It might be different for someone else. But for me at least, I find that I just look for food that I like eating that's healthy, and I just constantly eat that, because then it doesn't really feel like you're losing weight. It more feels like it feels more like you're just, you know, doing normal stuff. You're just eating normally. You know, I love chicken, and I love chicken and rice. So sometimes I have some chicken rice, put a bit of marinade on it, with some vegetables on the side, some superfoods like some I'm not sure if Brussels sprouts is an actual superfood, but Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, peas, stuff like that. Really helps. And I actually really like drinking water, so I've been drinking basically nothing but water, except for the odd like, you know, zero fizzy drink, but I try to keep that down to a minimum. I'll drop this because I don't really need it. Wait, I haven't even done spark share. What am I doing? Am I still using the longbow, or did I change that? Yeah, I'm still using it. There we go, that's better. I've been using the longbow and I've got a better bow literally in my inventory. So that's what's been happening with me so far. Losing weight, watching YouTube, watching Netflix on the odd occasion. Wait for this guy to die. Basically, I like to do stuff that I enjoy, because at the end of the day, it's not worth doing that in the end if you just don't enjoy it. Let's search this for bloke. 20 gold and shit like that. Okay, so snakefish. Snake. Oh shit. Do you know what I've been really interested in writing stuff, like writing rap songs and that. But my problem is if I write a rap song or something, I like to make a beat for the background, and I haven't got a PC or a laptop or anything at the moment, so it's difficult to do anything like that. In terms of making beats and that, and it's not like I'm looking to do it like properly or anything. I think it's fun writing stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, rap is just modern day poetry, isn't it? It's a modern day poetry with a sort of urban twist to it. So it's a lot more sophisticated than people give it credit for. Well, some people give it credit for, because some people think, oh, you know, rap music is just it's easy. It's not even singing. It's a lot harder than what people would think. For you to try, if you listen to someone like Eminem, you'll realise that he's not only a fantastic rap artist, but he's also a wordsmith. Haha, can't hit me from here, can ya, big boy? Come on. You're wounded, are you? Woo! You're wounded now. I'm severely sorry for arachnophobes out there. I'm not particularly fond of spiders, so this motherfucker freaks me the fuck out.
Keep it away from me! Don't let it get me! Help!
And he's dead. Boom goes the dynamite. We'll take the arrows and that's about it.
Get me down! Get me down!
The fuck?
Over here! It's coming loose. I can feel it. Yeah! Never should. You fool. Oh!
And he's dead. What else have I been sort of listening to, watching? I've been sort of playing. I'll tell you what, a thing I like to do is, I'm a big fan of FIFA, right? I'm a big fan of career mode on FIFA, and I tend to put videos on my phone, you know, put them up against like an aftershave bottle on my desk or whatever. It's not really a desk, it's more of a TV unit that I have a HD TV on, you know, one of those massive old ones. So I use that as sort of a desk type thing, and I put it against that. I put it on YouTube, and I sort of just play FIFA while watching it. I'm awful. I'm genuinely dreadful at that. So you want to kill this motherfucking Droga. And it's a lot of fun for me. You know, because sometimes when you're playing career mode, and you're simulating stuff, or you're like just looking over the transfer market, it's nice to have something in the background to just sort of take your mind off it a bit, because sometimes you're like searching for someone that's perfect for a certain position. Oh, I need a right midfielder, but I do not need someone like this. I need someone more like this. I need someone with a bit more passing ability, or just little things like that. Just little things what you're looking at when you're trying to be a bit like tactical, when you think you're Pep Guardiola, but you're actually some cunt sitting in his bedroom. No. Bad Droga. Any last words? Bad. What? I put that straight in his dome piece. Ah! Did not see you coming. Okay. I'm gonna drink some potions. I'm trying to do as much archery as possible so I can get my archery up. I've been pausing a lot because that's what tends to happen to me in games. I'm just so into it, and then I'm sort of concentrating so I don't die. So I'm like, oh, what do I do next? And I realise I'm not talking, and I'm like, oh, you know, you gotta say something. You look like a tosser. So I've been enjoying doing this recording. Actually, I just haven't had time. Like I say, I don't know why my sleeping schedule has been awful. If I'm thinking back on it, I think I actually went on a tangent about my sleeping schedule, and then didn't go on to finish what I was saying, which is annoying to think back on. But basically, I don't know why, but I've just not been sleeping to my schedule. As in, I'll just be doing whatever. I'll be like earlier I said, I'll be playing FIFA, not thinking, holy shit, it's 2 in the morning. And I'm sure many of you can relate to this. And I'll sleep through the day, and then I'll get woken up in the morning because I'll have something like that I'll be asked to do. Whether it's take something out, do something, and then I end up sleeping longer because my sleep's been interrupted in the morning. So like today, I woke up at I got woken up for 10 because I think my mum wanted a bus pass or something. So I got woken up at 10. And then I'll wake up at again at 1 in the afternoon, thinking, okay, this is a good time to wake up. And then I fall unconscious again, and I wake up again, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like 3 in the afternoon. But I felt relaxed after that. I felt good. I felt energised. I felt like I got my proper sleep. But it's annoying because I've got work tomorrow at 11. So I've got to be ready for that. I have got to be ready for that. Because at the moment, if you don't know, if you've never worked at retail or in a fast food area, Christmas time is awful. Basically, when school's off and it's really busy, when there's loads of people there, sometimes you just want to die a little inside, because it's a bit annoying because everyone seems to be out. Everyone in your area, in the town, seems to think, yeah, I'll go there. I will go there. And it's worse for us because in Tunbridge Wells, in the centre, you have a food court, and in the food court there used to be McDonald's. There were KFC, Subway, and a place called Spudulite, which does like potatoes. KFC shut down, and no one goes to Subway or Spudulite really. So McDonald's is just packed, which is good for the people running it, but not good for us constantly making it. But at the end of the day, we got more staff working when that happened, so it's not too bad. Like, I actually had a good time working one of our busiest Saturdays, because I had so much help from people, because we had so many people on hand, and I could have a laugh, but I also felt like I was kept busy, and that, like, I could get something done. And what should we do? Health, yeah. And I felt like how do I put this? I felt like I could work, and that time would go by, but I wasn't bombarded to the point where I'm being rushed to make food because there's like loads of people waiting. I think we did really well that day, and it wasn't as stressful as I had first feared. And it can really be stressful in those sort of periods. So, yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Woo! He was set alight. Oh crap, I did not mean to pick that up. Where's that ancient bow? There we go. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll have a good day. I mean, you always hope you have a good day, but you know, I hope I have a good day where it's like it's not too busy, and it's not like, and I don't work for too long at one time, because I mean, another good thing what happened that day is I managed to get a break halfway through my shift, and some people may think that's not a luxury, that's what normal people have, that's what happens to normal people. Not at my work. At my work, usually I've had it where I've worked literally 5 minutes, had a 45-minute break, and then had to work like 6-7 hours straight. And it's not too bad because it's not overly strenuous work, but it's nice when you've been working for like 3 or 4 hours to finally get a break, and then you're like, right, I have another couple of hours left and I can go home. It sort of brings your morale a bit up, and it was nice. Right, polar bear, pixie, and owl. And that's this puzzle done. And in case people are wondering about this little series I'm doing, if I carry it on, who knows. I'm not going to make any promises because I've learned from my mistakes, but it will not only be Skyrim. This is just a game I'm playing right now. I might play a completely different game next episode because I'll feel like playing that game, and maybe I'll go back to Skyrim. Like maybe 10 episodes later, you never know. This series is more about making those like talking about stuff and sort of playing stuff in the background so people have something to look at, and you know, give me something to sort of do while I'm talking. I would love, because the thing is, I've always, like, ever since watching podcasts, like I watched the True Geordie podcast, of course Joe Rogan, that's the main one I watched, the Joe Rogan podcast. There's some other ones as well, I'm not thinking right now. And I ever since watching them, I've really wanted to do a podcast, because something is just, to me, there's something just appealing about watching, like, just talking to people about a subject, and just talking, having a conversation, having a laugh with someone for an hour or two, and then just posting it up. You know, just I to me that's fun. To me that's enjoyable. So I don't have the proper equipment really to do a podcast. All I'd need is a laptop and Audacity and I'd be good, but I want to eventually do podcasts. That's what I'd love to do, and I'd love to get people on, maybe not, I mean not famous people obviously, because you know, who would come on, but you know, I'd love to get people on, maybe friends, my friends, just have have like funny conversations, because sometimes I mean, I'm sure you've all had this where, like, I mean, maybe not, maybe some of you would be like, I wish no one would listen to this because we get arrested for multiple hate crimes to humanity, but sometimes I do look at conversations I have with my friends, and sometimes they're just fucking ridiculous, and we come up with so much dumb shit, and that's the funniest shit to me, is dumb shit. That's just ridiculous and funny, and makes me fucking laugh for hours. And it doesn't come, and it's not on camera, and it's like, oh, I know people would laugh at this. I know people would laugh at us just fucking about right now. It's sort of hard to do that by yourself. I like having a dance partner in that sense. Man, I'm just gonna take a minute to just admire this game though. Like, I know people take the piss out of it with the special editions, the special editions, the specialist edition, the Skyrim Ultimate Mega Powerful Super Ultra Special Steroid Edition and everything like that, but man, this is my favourite game of all time. It just is. And it ages so well. I know this is the special edition on the Xbox One, but you know, I'm not just talking about the graphics. I'm talking about everything, like the openness, the fact that you can just shit like this, where you just have random encounters with people, and I've never seen that before. You can play this game 1,000 times and come back and discover something completely new. Right, let's think. What should we take? This Imperial bow is better than our hunting bow, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is better. So we'll drop. Should we? We'll drop another longbow. We'll drop a dagger. And one iron dagger. He was talking about a treasure. The treasure is mine. Is there a treasure around here that he was on about? Interesting. Let's look on the ground for a second. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on my map. And I'm going to... You can't... Oh, right, I've marked near it, so at least I know this mark is like near where this like thing was, so I can research it and be like, oh yeah, there is one. So yeah, back on to the topic. I do that. I get on tangents and I forget, and then I just change completely to something else and I forget what the fuck I'm on about. So I've fuck, what am I on about? There's a bow stuck in a rock. It's come out now. I don't know what's going on. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm talking utter shit now because I don't know what the fuck to talk about. And that's the thing. If I had someone else to talk with, I feel I would be. I feel I would be better because I'd have someone to bounce off of, ideas to bounce off of to each other. A lot of the time, like when I made videos before, I didn't have to think about anything because I'd talk about the game. You know, it's just easy. You talk about what's happening in the game, like, oh crap, look at this, and I'd make funny bits and I'd have funny ideas of what to do. You know. And I think that's the thing I miss about making videos, is that creativity you could put into the two videos. But at the end of the day, it's difficult because I was always very unhappy with the videos I made.
I said no. No adventures? I don't know what you... yeah.
Okay. This, alright. You fucking taken me off of train of thought, you prick.
I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
I'm taking all your money. Thanks, pricks. Thought I'd do that before I went off, but yeah, I think I like talking with people about stuff. I feel bouncing ideas off of each other is a bit easier. When you're playing a game, it's easy because you're talking about the game and what's happening, and you have a subject right in front of you, and the creativity that I'd missed through games. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was sort of talking stuff, but also kind of backtracking to what I was talking about, and I realised I've just repeated myself twice, and I probably do that a lot. But I would always be unhappy with the videos I'd make because I don't feel like I could edit them properly with the equipment I have on hand. I want to get an Elgato. I want to get a PC with Adobe Premiere Pro, and I feel like if I did that, I would just fall right back into it because it's just, you know, and I'd have so many more games to play with because most of my games are on Xbox actually, and I'd like to make videos on Xbox. Like, I bought Red Dead Redemption on launch. How amazing would it have been for me to just make videos on that as soon as it came out? I might have even got a couple of views out of it, who knows, but you know, it is what it is. You just got to try and do what you can do, and things have just been busy and difficult lately, and so I've been unable still to get that stuff underway. But this isn't a boo-hoo session for me. This is just me expressing my thoughts on the situation I'm on right now, because I mean, I've been on that situation for a while of trying to get a PC together to make better videos. I always feel like my videos aren't good enough, and they probably aren't good enough in terms of the quality of them. I bought this blue Snowball mic and I was really excited about it, because I thought, right, I've got a proper microphone now, my sound quality is going to be better, and you know, it has, and it really jazzed me up and it made me get a few more videos done. But at the end of the day, I was still unhappy with what I was making because I didn't have the tools open to me that I wanted. I want to add music to videos. I find it very plain like this, you know, I'm just talking in the background, there's nothing going on, especially in playthroughs. Maybe not so much in a game like Skyrim, but you know, it's just little stuff like that that really adds to a video, and stuff like that you just can't do on the Share Factory.
I ain't asking for much, just a few septims.
Alright.
What? Why are you... Oh, thank you. Only if... But damn... Hey, in the Bannered Mare,
I'll bring you that ale.
I can almost taste
I always like this mission. I always like the mission where you just, you know...
You tried mercenary work?
Furthering on someone's alcoholism, slowly killing them, poisoning their liver. There's just always something so rewarding about doing such a good and noble deed.
What is it? Dragons?
Shut the fuck up, I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch. Yeah. So, what the fuck else has been going on in the life of me, in the life of James? I never thought I'd say this, but diss tracks are back. Who the fuck knew? That's weird.
You see? The terminology is...
See, I think the diss tracks are good,
Seems
but I feel like they're also a bit cringy. Like, I thought the boxing thing was good because it was proper. Me and you have a problem, we're going to settle it in a fight.
You'll have to see the... So your information was
And,
correct after all. And
you'd be like, well, okay, yeah. We're gonna fight. We're gonna settle it properly. Settling it through a diss track, like it doesn't seem genuine. You're just like, oh, yeah, me and you have a problem. We're gonna rap at each other. Yeah. It's sort of like, imagine if two people were in the street and I had a massive argument. If one of them punched the other in the face, you'd be like, oh shit, it's a fight. But could you imagine if they just started breakdancing and trying to step on each other, and they were like legitimately, seriously going, oh, you're stepping on my moves and shit. Or they just started rapping each other, it'd be fucking retarded, and you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast.
So that's my only gripe with it. But it's fun. Some of the lyrics are good. I feel the new ones aren't so good. I don't like the new thing with rapping of people changing the rhythm, where it's like and then they'll just like have a silence, and then it'll go boom dun 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 boom dun dun, and they'll just change the entire rhythm of their rap. I think that's just tacky. It just looks so out of place.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I want you to go with you.
Yeah.
As a token of... And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this.
Okay.
No. I can't afford to risk.
So, 40 minutes in, I think I'm gonna leave maybe the dragon to the next episode. I think I'm just gonna go to the shops and sort of sell stuff. Maybe I'll just finish off selling some stuff, then I'll probably finish the episode. Already 40 minutes in. I don't think I'll be able to get this done in like 20 minutes, including selling stuff. So yeah, I think I'll just leave the episode there. But I think it's been a productive episode. I feel like I've got a lot of information out there. I feel like I feel like I've talked a lot, and sometimes it's just nice to talk about stuff you're interested in. Because I find that I have a lot of interests, and those interests are like wrestling and UFC and football. I don't have a lot of people who are interested in any of that. So sometimes it's nice to talk to like a camera, well, not a camera because I'm not really talking to a camera, am I?
Let me know if you see.
But if I had a camera, it's just nice to talk into something and just sort of get your opinions across. And obviously, feedback would be fantastic in the comments.
I call them treasures.
If you have questions on anything from me, I'd be more than happy to answer. You know, oh, what do you prefer out of this, or you know, just whatever you want, I'm interested in conversations. So if you do want to talk about anything, I'm more than happy to in the comments. Yeah, we'll sell those. I'm gonna keep that actually, and we're gonna sell that. So yeah, I mean, if you have any like suggestions on other things you want me to do, say if like this whole podcast thing isn't your cup of tea, but you have a idea of what you'd like to see in an episode, you know,
Do come back.
give it to me. Give me something to work with. I'm open to ideas. You know what? I think we might actually do this dragon quest. We'll fast travel down there. We'll quickly get this dragon quest out of the way. Hopefully, do it in about 17 to 16 minutes. If not, what I'll have to do is I'll have to literally end the episode mid-fight, and then fight him and make an entirely new episode, which I'll do. I won't care. I will not care. Anyway, I just need to take a drink of water. I feel like I get such a sore throat when talking consistently for a long period of time. Thing. Right, I need to rush. Don't punch. Right, run. We need to run to this area. We need to get it done quick, like 15 minutes.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here.
Yeah, he has.
I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out.
Come on, let's go, motherfuckers. So, last topic of conversation. You know what? Let's talk about the UFC. A fight that's been rumoured. If you're not interested in UFC, I'll probably be talking about that for the last few minutes, but thanks for watching if you've enjoyed that bit, and I'll see you later. So, UFC, I've been really interested in a fight that's been rumoured. Conor McGregor against Cowboy Donald Cerrone. I feel that'd be a really cool fight to see. Not that it's like the most interesting fight wise, but it's just the two characters involved. They had a little spat a little while ago in a press conference talking a bit of shit to each other, and I was entertained by it. I feel it was really entertaining, and I think the fight will be fun to see. I don't understand how. I was hearing someone talk about Donald Cerrone being the favourite in that. I don't understand how anyone would say that. I think Conor McGregor is the heavy favourite. I think just because he lost to Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match, and he in a pretty heavy way, and he lost relatively badly to one of the greatest fighters of all time, probably, in Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the only people to go 20. Is he 26-0? That's insane. If he fights Donald Cerrone, I can guarantee you he will smack Donald Cerrone up. I mean, anything can happen, but you forget if this fight happened before the Mayweather fight, just after he'd smashed Eddie Alvarez, would you be saying the same thing? No, you wouldn't. You'd be saying Conor, like, why would he be fighting him? It just wouldn't make sense. I think it's going to be a fantastic fight, and I think it's going to be a fun fight. But I think to make anyone the favourite except for the notorious Conor McGregor, it'd be difficult for you. It'd just be weird for me. I think people are just taking the two losses and getting carried away and thinking that he's overrated. Let's not forget everything he's done. When Jose Aldo came in his unstoppable run and people thought he was the greatest of all time, and then Conor McGregor stopped him in 3 seconds. And you forget, Jose Aldo's looked good since then. He's had 2 losses to an incredible Max Holloway, who's one of the best in the world right now. And
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we? I can't believe it. Your dragon.
this guy's annoying me. Right, and
tales, back from when there was
he did Jose Aldo just beat Jeremy Stevens in a good fight. Jeremy Stevens, who was on a bit of a run himself. So
there's only one,
I think people are underestimating, just because of 2 losses, one in a boxing match and one to someone who's been undefeated in more than 25 fights. I think it's just silly.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot.
But
they're just coming back now for
if Conor McGregor does fight Cowboy, I could see Cowboy winning. But I would put my money on Conor McGregor. I think people forget about that dangerous left hand of his.
Better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about.
I think I think he's still one of the best fighters in the world right now, and he's and I think when he gets a fight like Cowboy, I think people will be a bit.
You wouldn't understand how
I think people will understand and be like, okay, right, we need to just, this guy is still good. I feel people forget that at the moment. And I did talk about the other day.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
Okay, I've got to do that. But I've also been interested in in John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson. That was one of the best fights of all time in the light heavyweight division, and in general, it was such a brutal fight, such a bloody, brutal fight between two of the best lightweights of all time. A division that's been stacked with some of the best fighters of all time, including John Jones, Gustafsson, Cormier, Liddell, Ortiz, and Rumble Johnson. Was Lyoto Machida light heavyweight?
We're causing no trouble.
I think he was. Randy Couture. There you go. There's a greybeard shouting for us. And these two are some of the best of all time, and they're gonna fight again. And I think right now is the best time to be a fight fan. I have been a fight fan for a very short time. I think I became a fight fan straight after Conor McGregor Jose Aldo fight.
I spend a lot of time at the market.
As soon as that fight happened, I was hooked. And looking at history at the moment, there's never been a better time to be a fight fan. There's never been so many dream fights at once happening that makes you stand off your seat and go, "Oh my god!" And the fights the fights more or less always deliver. So it's very exciting to be a fight fan right now. So I'm excited.
Was the dragon there?
I'm excited for the future of MMA, and with Ben Askren coming back. Oh my god. I know I'm going to seem like a bit of a Ben Askren dick rider, but I think he's going to cause fucking problems in the UFC. I think people are going to be scared to come across. I think we're going to look. You know how Khabib Nurmagomedov is the guy right now, where people are scared and you're thinking, how can anyone beat him? I think Ben Askren is the only person in the world right now that could destroy Khabib. Because both of their but I think Khabib could do the same to him. I think they're both just anomalies, and I think Ben Askren is going to be the new Khabib Nurmagomedov, but in a higher weight division.
As you return to Whiterun, that was the voice of the Greybeards summoning you.
Man, it's going to be fun.
This hasn't happened.
Other fights are going to be happening soon.
Not since Tiber Septim himself.
I mean, if Brock Lesnar, when he finishes his stuff with WWE, and I'm a fan of WWE as well, but you know, WWE fans will tell you that they're probably as sick as Brock Lesnar as I am, and I want to see him fight. I want to see DC get paid.
Nonsense.
I want to see him fight Brock Lesnar. I want to see Brock Lesnar stand across the cage by someone who's about 2 foot shorter than him, but about fucking 5 times the wrestler he is and 5 times the fighter he is, and I want to see him get absolutely mauled by Daniel Cormier.
Not ours.
But that's the only problem. I want him to fight DC. I want DC to fight Lesnar, but I also want him to fight John Jones. But I don't want his last ever fight to be being smashed by John Jones. It's one of those fights where you're like, I believe Daniel Cormier could beat John Jones. But John Jones is probably the greatest fighter that's ever lived. He's that good. In terms of talent, no one better. He's the James Toney of the UFC, but he's had many more results, I think, to back it up. He's the biggest waste of potential, but he's also been unbelievable at the same time.
Learn what the Greybeards can teach.
He's also been incredible in terms of his performance. So some people can call him the greatest of all time, unlike James Toney, in terms of his performances.
And this weapon from my
compared to
armory
his
to
raw
serve as your
talent.
badge of office.
But he's just fucked up
I'll
in
also
so much stuff
notify my guards
outside
your new title.
of the cage rather than
Wouldn't want them
inside.
to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we?
But
We are honored to have you as Thane
hopefully
of our
he's
city
back.
of
Hopefully
Dragonborn.
he's... I want to see
Back to
John
business
Jones
for
do
us.
well, and I want to see John
Still have
Jones
a
have a
sick
good
You did it.
rest of his career. And the only way I would want to see John
Jarl has
Jones...
appointed me to be your housecarl.
Oh, fuck
It's
it,
an honor
follow
to
me.
serve you. Long, lead the way.
I want to see John Jones fight DC only if DC wins, because not that I want to see John Jones get beat, because I actually like John Jones, but I feel like DC deserves to win. The amount of times he's been fucked over by this. But if he was to fight Brock Lesnar, get paid, and his last ever fight was to get smashed by John Jones, I wouldn't want to see that.
Looking for
And
my
I'm sure
husband,
many
Miss
fans of Daniel Cormier would say the exact same thing. So I think that's gonna do it for this episode of James's Almost a Podcast, episode 2, Skyrim. Next episode, will we be playing Skyrim? No idea, but it'll be interesting to see. Stay tuned. I'm going to be trying to make episodes relatively often, and if you have any suggestions, maybe how I could improve myself, please. I would be so open to constructive criticism. You wouldn't believe. I want to make myself better at this. So if you are watching out there in the wide world of the web, thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day. I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.